Hello and welcome to this tutorial. Today I'm going to show you the latest feature of Wi5stars version 8. So we have a new layout here on the dashboard once you log into the system, so you can see different colors and new widgets. So we try to focus on the user experience also for this version and try to increment the benefit that this can give you once you're using the system. So we have yes, this new widgets. You can see this gradient background. Of course, you can always use the widget that you are used to. So we have context data, user traffic, systems, and browsers, and whatever. So this is the first thing that you need to know. We changed the layout also for the login. And then once you enter inside the domain, we have new features. So we try to have the possibility to get more data from the users. So once you enter in the domain, you can find, of course, the same option that we are used to. But if you enter on data to customize user registration, now you can also ask for the personal data of that user, of course. But for example, there are new fields like this: day of birth, month, and year. So you can ask these fields. Of course, you can collect the information of the users and you can export this in order to do some kind of marketing activities based on these fields. So this is one of the things that we add that lets you have more option in order to target your customers or your Wi-Fi users in this case, in order to make this become a customer, let's say. So this could be one of the thing. Of course, under the this graphical part, let's say, we also have new features talking about speed and all the features that you cannot see on the front end but on the back end. So we try to implement this. Now the system is much more stable and much more faster. So this is just another part. Always talking about users, we have this MailChimp that it was from the also the version 7 was present, but we changed a little bit also on this version 8. So now you can also choose to filter the type of users that you want to sync with your MailChimp audience. So you have the possibility to sync the users between Hotspot Manager and MailChimp. So this is another thing that is always related to the user. Talking about the settings and the things that you can do inside the system, we have these new features. There is the map. As you can see, we have this new red dot here that lets you open and use a map. Now I show you the example that we built for you. So you can see that now the system is opening this map. So this map was entirely made from the Hotspot Manager. So what you can do is just the possibility to upload a background map and then add your point of interest or route, like in this case, or just the access point. So all these elements that you can see here, you can manage this and you can add this by your own. So in order to do this, what you need to do is just simply click in here on the gateway level, and you can choose to add a map, zone, or floor. Once you do this, you are ready to start configuring your map. So basically what you can do is the possibility to add a background map. So you have the type. It could be just an external map or a custom image. So in this case, we just upload an SVG file. And what is important is to set the width of the map. So in this case, we have just 1 kilometer, like in this case, 1,000 meters. And this is mandatory because it's the scale of the map. So everything will be based around this. You have some custom CSS here that you can add for the places, but most important, you can choose what you want to do with this with this map in your Wacom portal. So you can choose to show this as an app, and you can choose the app that you want. And now I will show you on the front end how it looks. And this is related to show this map to your final users, to the Wi-Fi users. By the way, once you add the map and you configure this, you're ready to start adding your point of interest and markers. So on the right here, you can see that you have this menu. On the right, you have the possibility to add this, in this case, with the red button, you add this access point. So in case you want to simply create a map, just to remember where you set the access point and the gateways, you can do it with no problems. Just add, and then you can click and edit and set the node of the access point, and where you put this, you can just drag and drop it around the map. By the way, if you want to create something more entertaining for your users, you can create something like this. For example, if you open this, in this case, we have this marker here. You can see there is a place, so it's a little bit different from the others. And you can set the title, and you can set the type of marker that you want. You can set the media that are associated to that marker. Like in this case, it could be a video or just an image or some text. So you can do a lot of things in order to customize this marker and make it look great as you want for your users. Like in this case, if we open the preview as we are used to, so we just click on the user interface preview. Now you can see this is another feature of version 8 that we have no new window open, but it's just embed inside the system. So if we skip the intro, you can see that now you can switch between the different layouts here. Let's switch to desktop. Of course, here we need to refresh this and to skip the login. This is just part of a campaign. So let's just wait and skip. And now you can see that this is the map that we're working on. So this is how the final users will use and see this map. If you click here and you click on the marker, you can see that this is how the place is looking. I mean, once you click this, you can start the video, or you can skip to an image, or you can just read the text. Of course, everything is multi-language. So this is how you can customize this, and this is how your users will see this. Another feature that you have is the possibility to, let me just change the language. So we'll set this in English so it will understand much better. So we have our map here. And if you click here on this arrow, you can also search for direction. So in this case, you can choose a starting point and then ending point. So it could be this. And you can say something like view route, and the system will calculate this for you. So you can see you have also this beautiful animation that lets you understand where you need to go inside the map in order to get to the other point. So this is how the users are using this map. So they can use this in order to start from a point and go to another, and they can do basically whatever they want with this map, drag and drop or click, or just open some external links, or just call some phone numbers. So everything is based, now I go back to the backend on this. So this is where the Wi5stars platform is really doing its best. I mean, here you can create this map and you can add point, as we saw. You can drag and drop this place around the world, around the map basically, and you can also add this inside the route. Because what you can do is the possibility to create also a route. If we click on the green here, you can see that now we have this point that lets you also create a route, a specific route for this. Oh, sorry, it's the yellow one. So in the yellow one here, you can create a route. So now we are creating a route between different points. If we close this, you can see that now the route is okay. So the route is ready, and the user can search through this. Of course, if it's not connected to the main route, let's say, it will be standalone, so will not get to this point in any case. So you just need to make always sure that the routes are connected. So you need to start from an existing point, and you can add the route to the other one. So now the routes are connected. So this is how the routes are working, and how you can work in order to add markers. As we said here on the green one, you add the marker, and you can add this around the route, and then customize this. Let's say that we want to do something with, I don't know, swimming area or something. We can just add this route, and then we can click here and add some content, like, I don't know, something like dolphins area or whatever, fishing village or something. In this case, it's inside the sea, so we can add the title, we can add the zoom level, we can add the background image, we can add the media, so we can make it look exactly as we saw the one here on the map. So make it look as we want, with a video or just some specific content. So this is how you can create and edit a map, basically. So this is a really new feature that you can play a little bit. You can see here we have two maps, because as I show you, you can have two type of maps. In this case, we open this because it's a little bit different. The one that we saw before was just an SVG map. This is just an OpenStreetMap based on a real map, so you can also play a little bit with existing maps. So if we want to trace some routes between existing streets, you can just start dragging your routes from always with a yellow here button, and you can start creating your routes by following the real one. And you can create something like this in order to make your user use this street in order to get to the beach. In this case, maybe we can also add a place, and we can say something like, I don't know, fishing area or something. So this is how the system is working, and how you can play a little bit with the maps. You have a lot of options here that you can just play a little bit with this. You can add action, like a call to action. You can say something like send an email, or just call this number. Or if you're working with restaurants or area like commercial area, you can set the start the opening time of this specific shop or place. In this case, some tags based on the search, custom CSS, and also extra content. If you play with HTML and CSS, you can create also some kind of animation, or you can add your own custom content inside the marker. So this is another cool thing that we have that lets you create your custom content. So this is an overview of the map. And I tell you once again, it's just on version 8, so you can play with this with these new features. It's built in, so you can just enter and add your own map, and choose how you want to show this map inside the welcome portal. Another point, always new, is the possibility, if you are working with advertising, you can, for example, add a campaign and target a campaign based on the specific information of the client. So now I'm on the definition of the campaigns. On the option of the campaign, you can see we have always the same definition, prices and whatever. And on target, we have this new label here, target, that lets you choose to who you want to show this campaign. I mean, you can start by choosing, for example, the city. So if or the country, much better. So you can choose, here we are, the country. So you can choose to show this campaign only to specific users that are from a specific state in this case. So the first time the user will connect, you will gather that information from the registration form, and the second time the user log in, this campaign will be shown only to the specific user. So this is how it works, and you can play also with this in order to create specific campaign based on the data that you want, based on the data of the users, not only the location. So this is another option that you have that you can use in order to customize the user experience of the user. Talking about again on the template, we can on the domain, sorry, we can go back here and you can edit. So just to refresh to you all these new features that we add. Once again, on data to customize user registration, you have more fields with also the data fields that are cool for the users in order to customize content and separate email marketing or whatever. On this, we have the integration with MailChimp. We have the new feature of the map. So this is very important. Just add map, zone, or floor, and you add one of this red dot here. You choose the map if you want to be internal or external, and then you start dragging and adding all your content inside the map as we saw before. So this is how you can work in order to implement your Wi-Fi area, your welcome portal, and you can start to give to your users much more modern, let's say, experience. So this is just one of the latest features that we add. One of the other things is the possibility to translate the system in a much more convenient way. If now we skip this and we enter in the welcome portal, you can see that we have this flag here. This is just not an error or something. If you click here, you can see, let's go on desktop mode. That's much more wider for us. Okay, let's skip the intro once again. Okay, if now we enter on some of these flags here, if you click here, you can see that we have this on the right that will appear, this sidebar here, and you can write your translation right inside this front-end sidebar. So once you save, these translations are saved. So let's say that you want to translate this, you don't have to waste time on the back end just to remember where this string is. You can just click here and translate this in your own language. So this is valid through all the welcome portal. You can see also the button, this register will change something and it's registered in Italian or something. So you can do this on all the string on the welcome portal. You can translate it in all the languages that are enabled with no problems. So this is another feature of version 8. Just in case you want to know something more, just contact us on the data that we have here on the description of the video, and we will have a customized demo or something so you can understand much better all this new feature. Or if you have any doubt or question, you can just have a direct contact with me or one of the guys here of the support. I hope you enjoyed this video, and yeah, once again, if you need something, just contact us. All our data are on the description, and see you soon. Bye.